What's up, y'all?
Hello.
We're here. Today, we have Han Solo. Worth the risk? Green. Okay. Now, this is not my build. This is the 9th place build from the OP tournament. And something I noticed in the meta stats is this had 2 wins versus Bossk during Swiss. Versus Bossk Blue specifically. Because obviously there's Bossk Green running around. So, let's put it into practice, right? Let's see if this is the deck that can defeat a Bossk Blue in a match. I don't know if we're going to do that one first. I think we wanted to get 2 matches in. Maybe we'll get a little warm up against Sabine just to see how that goes. Or we could do Django or Cad, kind of whatever. So real quick, I'll go over the deck. It's just like value dudes, the deck. It looks pretty similar to Sabine Green in some ways, but it's playing just a lot of like good stuff. You could get to play some Anakin and cheat out that on 4 if you want, which I think is pretty good because it reloads your arsenal. Poe obviously is there, Wrecker's there. They all have ECL available to them. Sabine, Cassian, not really much to say. You do get to play Heroic Renegade, which is a 2/3 grit guy. So on turn 1, you could like drop Heroic Renegade and one of your 1-drops like Maz or R2D2 or Soldiers of the 501st to go along with them, and he's just like a 4/1 beater the next turn. Pretty good.
Not to mention, if you're playing against like Cad, he's just like a repository for damage to go to.
Yep. You got your Battlefield Marine. You got some Gamorrean Retainer. I guess you could play that as like kind of a Gamorrean Retainer into Hu Yang is just like so many stats on the first 2 turns. And you get like a 5/4 Sentinel on the ground, which is really good against a lot of stuff.
Like Hu Yang is really good to use with Han's ability, in my opinion, because you get the +2/+2 buff for just 2.
Yeah,
and it's not like his 4 toughness really matters. So
yeah,
getting the discounts
to cheat on him a little bit. Like second turn, you could play Hu Yang with Han and played just like one of your 1-drops. You have a lot of 1-drops in here actually. It's 3 R2s, 3 Maz, 2 Soldiers of the 501st, and 3 Reckless Gunslinger. If you're counting those, I don't know how often you're going to be pooping those into play, but it is playing 3 total events, which is 1 Timely Intervention and 2 Heroic Sacrifice. No Carabast, no Pillage, none of that nonsense. Just some more stuff to help you.
I think Carabast is overrated in the Han decks.
I think you're probably right.
That's just me.
It's all too slow. You have to set it up, and things can go wrong.
Your guy has to live.
Yeah. And with so many of the Tarkin towns floating around, I feel like it's not really worth it to try to play to that strategy. The only space unit you have is Red 3. Funny enough. It is playing Legal Authority. It's playing 4 attachments. 2 Legal Authority, which I really like. I'll just throw that up because I think we haven't gotten to play this card that much on stream. I think the most time we used it with was with Fen Rao.
Yeah.
Because it's really good with Fen Rao. But this is just like a solid answer to tempo. If you're getting out-tempoed, you can sort of just drop this down and capture one of your opposing units and keep on beating.
It also crosses arenas, right?
It crosses arenas. It gives 2 toughness, which isn't nothing. And it checks on power, which you have a lot of like high-powered units. Yeah. Like you can drop on Anakin. It's probably really good. Drop it on Poe is really good. And then General's Blade, which the only Jedi you have in the deck is Hu Yang. But you probably just don't care against some matchups. So it's kind of good to just get the stats down. But
yeah, I mean, like any of your overwhelmed targets would love an extra +3/+3,
yeah.
And there are just sometimes you can tempo your attachment onto your guy. And,
even getting into like Han,
you get a lot of damage.
Yeah, exactly.
A lot of damage.
All right. So,
yeah, you could put it on your leader, right?
Yeah.
So there's nothing saying you can't. There's nowhere in the rules to say Han can't wield a lightsaber.
Han can certainly pick up a lightsaber and dork around with it a little bit.
Yeah.
So let's get it. We gotta get into the business. I know he wants to go back to playing Path of Exile. So.
Yeah, I gotta get back to Path of Exile. I tore myself away. So why Heroic Sacrifice? Because it draws cards and it's damage your opponent can't account for. Plus, it actually kills your guy, which there are certain situations, like say against Bossk, you want to kill a guy that that's like unique, so you can't like top target or something like that, right? All right. Am I playing Bossk first?
No,
I think I play Bossk a game first. Because this game has the potential to go longer.
So we check it. We check it versus the Bossk game time.
We
Okay.
see if this is a 40-minute game, then we're like, okay, this is how it does against Bossk, and we move on.
Okay.
But
oh yeah, Anakin's a Jedi too. Yeah, good point. I don't think you care that much about that text of General's Blade. It's probably really good if you put it on Hu Yang early.
yeah, I mean, the top of the curve is Wrecker.
Yeah, right.
So you're not trying to like ramp out like a home one or whatever. You're probably using it for the bodies. Now, a buddy of mine who plays at the shop was playing Han Green. He actually really liked the Pelta freighter. The coordinate put a trooper into play.
Yeah. Okay.
Because the deck, it's the same turn as you deploy Han. So if you have one other person, you deploy Han and you play the freighter, then you get your trooper. You get the extra body. So
yeah, I think Han 2 is still a very, very good hero. Yeah. Probably Han 2 Blue is still really good.
Yeah, do you think you have to be kind of discerning on when to use his ability? I think it's actually better to use his ability on the 1-drops.
Mm-hmm.
It's like if your opponent's playing Tarkin Town and you use Han to play a 1-drop for free and they use Tarkin Town to kill it, and I think you're fine.
Especially like
with
R2D2, you get to scry one and they use their base. Great, you know?
Yeah.
Who cares?
Fine.
Or like one of the coordinate guys. Who cares?
All right, roll for initiative.
19.
17. You have initiative. All right, I think this is actually a mulligan. I strongly suspect that Han deck can just overrun Bossk in the first couple of turns, because I think you can get wide enough. I think you can get wide enough, because I looked at my hand, it was like 4 3-drops, and I was like, oh, turn 1 you're gonna have 2 guys. At least. Yeah, you could have 3. You could do like Maz Reckless Gunslinger or Han and R2D2 or something like that. Okay. Okay.
Marine.
I'm gonna play Pershing.
Han and R2. Scry. Go bottom.
I'll take initiative. I'm gonna open fire on the Marine.
Marine is dead.
Marine down.
I will hit your base for 1.
I'm gonna have Pershing experiment on himself and draw.
I will play a Reckless Gunslinger.
I'm gonna take the initiative.
I'll play a Sabine. End up.
I'm gonna play a Chilton. I'm gonna show you Chilton, Entrenched, Fell the Dragon, and Takedown.
Okay. I'll play a Maz.
Pershing will experiment on himself.
I'll play red 3.
I will take the initiative.
I'll attack Childson. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, he's got 2 left.
Well, 1, 2.
Okay.
And then I'll scry 1 for R2. That can stay. And I'll hit you for 2.
Okay.
Pass.
All right. I'll draw. Okay, guess I'll resource that. I hate resourcing like one of my A drops there.
But you gotta get there.
Yeah, I gotta live till that time. Until such time. Alright. I am gonna play another Chilton. I'm gonna show you these for Fell the Dragon, Entrenched, Top Target, and Takedown. We'll buff them.
I'll send this gunslinger into Chilton for 2.
Yeah, he takes 2. I will top target red 3.
Alright, I'm gonna ECL this K2.
Okay.
I'll give Maz a counter, and then he'll attack Chilton for 5.
Get
So trample 1, and
yep.
then 3 to your face.
Yep. I will Pershing. He's going to experiment on himself. Continue to experiment on himself. And draw.
Take a base for 4.
I'm going to deploy Bossk.
Attack your base for 3.
I will take the initiative.
Deploy Han, attack your base for 4. And pass. Any news on your Vezel deck since early set 3? I think Vezel's pretty bad against Django Fett.
Yeah,
'Cause
anybody
they
who
just
taps
exhaust
the
them.
leader, yeah.
And also no good to be dead. I'll probably give it another run. I just don't. I'm not really like confident in it.
I'm gonna vigilance. I'm gonna defeat red 3. I'm gonna gain 5. I'll gain 6, and then Bossk will gain 6. So I'll gain 17.
Cool. I'll hit your base for 3.
I'll use Bossk to execute Maz.
I'll punch Pershing.
Okay. I will take the initiative.
I'm gonna use Han to play R2. And look at the top card. That can stay there. I will smuggle in this Cassian. And then hit your base. Hit your Bossk for 3.
Okay.
And pass.
Bossk is toast. I'll play the client.
I'll take your base for 3.
Well, Deathmark Cassian.
I'll attack your base for 1.
Bossk will shoot Cassian. I'll draw 2.
Well, attack your base for 3.
I'll take the initiative.
Smuggle in Cassian. Attack your base for 3. Use Han to play Heroic Renegade. And pass.
Palpatine, get the Heroic Renegade, and then I'll get Cassian.
Well, attack your base for 1.
I will take initiative.
Play red 3. Attack your base for 4. I'll smuggle in this gunslinger. And pass.
I'm going to play Chilton. I'm going to show you 2 Fell the Dragons, a Takedown, and an Avenger.
I'll attack Chilton for 2.
Okay.
I got you.
I'm going to take down red 3.
I'll take Chilton for 2.
I'm going to client Han.
I'll legal authority Han and capture the client.
Okay. Palpatine, hit your base for 6.
I'll timely intervention Sabine into there, and I'll do 1 to your base.
Okay. Well,
Chilton, 3 Chilton was pretty fucking bad. I'll say you had no real reason to draw. I mean, you had to play other shit you could draw, but still, that prevented way more damage than almost any other card.
Yeah,
because it took there was 3 Chiltons and 8 total attacks.
I'll take the initiative.
It's for 5 or 3. Mouse.
to... I don't know that I need that. Alright. Okay. I'm gonna perilous position Han. Perilous.
I'm gonna smuggle in a gunslinger.
Okay. I will top target Han.
All Han to play Anakin.
Palpatine will attack Han.
Alright, so yeah. I take none, right? Yeah.
Yeah. No, you're not overwhelmed because of the legal authority. I'll gain 6. The client returns.
Take initiative.
I will fell the dragon on Anakin. And then pass. $10, $11 is better though.
Take it for 2.
The client is going to select the gunslinger.
Yeah. Pretty free. Let's... I don't know. Let's Hu Yang the gunslinger.
Palpatine will attack Huang and trample you for 2.
And Han Gorilla attack pod.
I will fell the dragon, the attack pod.
I'll take initiative.
Bossk will blast the gunslinger.
You gain 5.
I gain 5. And pass.
Play Anakin.
Avenger.
I assume I can concede here.
Yeah, I think so.
I think I can.
I think so. Palpatine hits you for 6.
Yeah,
and
that's
then you're
Avenger
dead.
and Palpatine. Yeah.
Yeah, dead to the Avenger.
All right, let's see.
You did have endless waves of units.
Yeah, until they ran out. Let's see. I need to get in a bunch of stuff. Probably these guys, perilous position and entrenched, for sure. Scanning officer, choose sides is probably good. Home ones, great dragons. Let's play a little bit more for that stuff. We can take out legal authority because it's horrible against you. We can probably take out timely intervention. Maybe choose sides is not good enough. General's Blade. Not trying to get 2 for 1. Need 1 more card. Probably Anakin is not good enough against you. He is so slow. Anakin or Poe. Anakin's probably got better upside. Because attacking to draw a card is better than attacking to
discard cards or
do any of that stuff, yeah.
If you had more cards, then discarding with Poe to make me discard a card would be fine. So
Poe does defeat bounties, yeah. That's a good point. Maybe there's a better cut than Poe.
Thank you there, fatty tatties.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate the nice comment. This is an encapsulation of Twitch.
Mm-hmm. I think the rest is fine. Hu Yang actually might be kind of shit against you. They can make some stuff awkward though, I guess.
Queuing is decent if you've got extra bodies on the board.
Mm-hmm.
But if you just like have to play something that's threatening, he's not like he doesn't do it. He doesn't get the job done.
My R2 did live forever though. So like it's something like that.
Yeah.
Hu Yang would be good to stick.
Alright. I sideboarded out Merciless Contests. I sideboarded in Force Chokes.
That makes sense. You just sideboard out Chilson. I wonder how good or how like close I come to winning that game if there weren't 3 Chiltons in a row. The 2 back-to-back was really bad.
Yeah.
It was really bad. And I still had you pretty close. And I know close is like
until the 17 life swing. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, you probably did. You did do a lot of damage. So
yeah. Thank you for that prime, Fatty Tatties.
This hand's a mulligan. I think Pershing is what won the game because
yeah, I was like trying to engineer a good way to take out Pershing, but I couldn't.
The whole reason I drew more cards, so I'm more likely to get to more Chiltons.
Yeah.
But the reason I had 4 cards
for the Chiltons every time
was because of
yeah. I mean, like maybe I just have to kill Pershing. Like that's I just should kill that before doing any damage to your base.
Yeah,
even if the numbers don't quite work out. He's just so insane.
Yeah, I wonder if you can stop resourcing at 5 in the matchup.
Maybe. I need to.
It's a tough call.
Yeah, it is a tough call.
You might want like 6 or 7 because then you can play like a.
I need to be able to like play multiple stuff. Also, I decided into home ones and Crate Dragon, so.
Yeah. Crate Dragon you can play on 8, right? I don't think there's a reason to.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think you care about playing it on curve.
All right, that's the easy one. This one is actually less good against you. Okay. You all right?
Pig.
Pershing.
Taking it.
Pass.
Pig. Hu Yang. Buff.
I will force choke the pig.
Take
just like Luke.
Yeah.
Did you draw a card off a force choke? Pershing will experiment upon himself. Yeah, I'll put a top target on Hewing, and then we'll damage him with Bossk.
I am going to ECL K2 into dock. I think that's probably worth.
I will take down. Oh, sorry. Open fire K2. I don't have takedown in my hand. Don't look.
And you reset health. U-Wing is Orth, not in Han probably. Maybe sideboard, but it is not in this sideboard.
Hey, afternoon to you, Dave.
So I do 3D.
Yeah.
I'll hit you for 2.
I'll take initiative.
Pass.
I'll deploy Bossk.
Hit you for 2.
I'll hit you for 4.
I'll deploy Han.
I guess I'll take down Hewing and gain 12.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Han in Wrecker, blow up a resource, do 5, and then attack him.
Okay.
Pass. Oh, I guess.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah.
You play Wrecker, I take the initiative.
All right,
yeah.
then pass. And Wrecker was Hond.
I will open fire on Wrecker.
Honda has a 1 million things here. I think. I guess I just attacked for 3.
I'll take initiative.
Okay.
I don't have that card draw that we've seen out of this boss deck. It does seem to be kind of an issue. Sometimes
if you don't draw the cards, yeah, you
if
can
you
run out
don't-
of stuff to remove with. I'll play Anakin and then I'll Han in the soldier.
Okay.
And pass.
Fell the dragon on Anakin.
Thank you for 3.
I'll take initiative.
Thank you for 2. Cassian. Thank you for 3. Play R2. Fry. That can stay. Okay. I did not symbol something.
Oh, you did? Yeah,
So it will be this, and then I R2. Look at that. That can go to the bottom. All right. I don't have to. Oh yeah, I do need a resource.
Super laser.
Play Battlefield Marine.
I'll take initiative.
Play Sabine. Play Reckless Gunslinger. And pass.
Palpatine, I'll kill the Battlefield Marine and Sabine.
Dagger for 2.
I'll take initiative.
Play Reckless Gunslinger. With Smuggle. Play Poe. And pass. Whew.
Palpatine is gonna fight Poe.
Dagger for 2.
Three cards. I'll play the Avenger.
Dump that guy. Thank you for the sub. Dan the Man, the board game van. Thank you. I'll thank you for 2.
I will take initiative.
Cassian. Take it for 3. Han in Anakin. And then pass. Cassian and Reckless Gunslinger are doing a lot of work.
I will perilous position Anakin.
I'll hit you for 2.
I will attack you for 8.
Hit you for 3.
I'm gonna vigilance and kill Anakin and gain 5.
On in home 1. I can play anything 5 or less. Anakin K2. K2's pretty good, I guess, if you have like a thing. Anakin. Pretty scary for you though. Poe is there. Anakin, Poe, or K2 is essentially the call. Poe could be lethal with a swing. So I think that's probably what I get. Because Poe could do 2 damage to a base. Because then you have to account for home 1 and Poe. Okay, we'll get Poe.
I will take the initiative.
And pass.
I am going to entrench Poe.
I'll hit your base for 7. And restore 2.
I die. I can attack you with the Avenger, but you can sack.
Also
something
Fang
that's
Fighter for the entrenched 2.
I had a top target. I just drew a top target, so that one was an exercise in not having card draw.
Yeah,
because I didn't have. I left like a lot of resources unused that whole game. In the previous games, I was drawing cards and I could just
you had the resources.
Use my mana.
Yep, yeah. I think
every single turn.
Killing Pershing on sight is so important.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, I need to figure out how to avoid a double death mark if that situation pops up too, but that also might require ECL usage.
Yeah. I was also trying to use, knowing that there were an infinite number of Fell the Dragon targets in the deck, I was trying to use removal that wasn't Fell the Dragon on stuff if I could avoid it, knowing that I need to like Fell the Dragon home ones.
Yeah. Power failure? I don't know what power failure is. So I
discards any number of attachments.
Okay.
It's a tactic, interestingly.
Oh, interesting. Yeah,
you can get it with Steal It, but I don't think power failure. I think is just like a fail-safe card. I don't think it's like.
Yeah, I got Fang Fighter, so I was gonna Fang Fighter off the perilous position off Anakin. I guess I could, if I did that, you couldn't have vigilanced it, which is kind of interesting. You're enjoying the best three? Good. I think a lot of people are, so I'm glad that y'all are enjoying it because it's good for us to get practice on it too.
Yeah, just so we can talk about it intelligently.
Yeah. We were doing a lot of speculative talk on it last season. Okay.
I'll take initiative.
I'll play Maz. I'll play Battlefield Marine. What's on? Pass.
I'm gonna play the client.
Oh baby. I'll play red 3. Han in R2. I'll look at the top card. I will keep that. I'll put that on the bottom. Maz gets 2 counters. I will attack you for 3, 4. And then attack you for 5. And pass.
I'm gonna client the Battlefield Marine.
Alright, I'll hit you for 3. Or 4.
I'm gonna open fire on Maz.
He's dead. Well, I'll hit you for 2.
Bossk the Battlefield Marine.
Gain 5. Hit you for 3.
I'm gonna top target red 3.
I'll play Anakin. With Han.
I'll take initiative.
I'll pass. Damage on R2? Did I Han R2 in? Yeah, I did. Okay.
Force choke Anakin.
He's dead. Take it for 3.
I'm gonna death mark R2.
I think I gotta run R2 into the client here. Is that crazy? I'm gonna do it.
Okay, so I draw 2. Bossk and ping red 3.
Han and Wrecker. Blast the client.
I'll take initiative.
On attack you for 3. Yes. That's actually 4. Yeah, Anakin will never attack this boss deck in 1,000,000 years. If it's attacked once, it probably means bad for.
Fell the Dragon Wrecker.
I'll attack you for 3.
Well, top target Han.
I'll attack you for 4.
I'll deploy Bossk.
I'm gonna Han in a Heroic Renegade.
Take the initiative.
I'm gonna ECL K2 into Bossk and do 3 to your face.
Okay.
Boom.
Yeah, I felt like my draw was super awkward. I drew all this bounty shit when I needed like actual spot removal.
Woo! We did it. We did it. We freaking did it. Well, it beats the deck sometimes. You have game to beat the deck, so.
So, the reason I didn't deploy Bossk the turn before was because you just had 5 open.
Mm-hmm.
There's like 4 dudes in the deck that you can ECL and just kill Bossk with.
No, I think it was a bad move because I also was I was able to like kill him a bunch of different ways.
Deploying Bossk there into all of your resources would have gotten him killed. So.
Yeah, I think so.
There was no reason to do that. All right, now the fast matchup.
Yeah,
let's try Sabine. Let's see. Can it keep up with Sabine's tempo?
I think it has the ability to play into Sabine, like to kind of like remove some stuff. But it's gonna be like a game of who draws the best ECL or who has the best ECL, I guess.
Yeah, it could very well be.
I think
could very well be.
What else did I take out? Need these guys.
Great Dragon is a hyperspace foil.
Oh yeah, that's sick. How's it fare against anything else?
Let's find out.
Yeah, let's see. One way to find out. Those 3 ones, right? Yeah. That one's pretty good against Bossk.
I was trying to play around the Crate Dragon in the second game, which is why I had to bring out the Avenger when I did, because I can't wait for the Crate Dragon and then play the Avenger, because then I just die to the Crate Dragon damage.
Watch some Star Wars Dad YouTube videos on Ahsoka Yellow seem to destroy Sabine. Ooh. Ahsoka Yellow does sound pretty cool. I want an excuse to play Ahsoka Unit because she's awesome, but I don't know that Ahsoka Unit is good in Ahsoka. I mean, it's like okay body, I guess, and also if you're playing Force Throws. Oh no, you wouldn't be. Well, I mean, you could. You could. I don't know if it bothers. I like Star Wars Dad's stuff. Yeah, her ambush is so hard to trigger. Okay. This will be our first Forge stream with no stupid villain yellow, red decks. Love to see it. This should be interesting, I agree. And it'll be over. Most importantly.
Yeah, so I can get back to playing Path of Exile too. Let's roll for initiative.
Six. 5. I'll take it. I will play Gomorian Retainer.
Green Squadron 8. X-Wing.
On the Saber.
I'll take initiative.
Pass. He's ECLing.
I think I fall too far behind if I don't ECL now.
Oh, yeah.
Casting it into the retainer. If you play the Hewang.
It'll be really bad.
Sorry, he has 3 damage on him.
I think I go ahead and take it out. I feel like that makes sense.
Attack you for 3.
I'm gonna play a retainer.
Let's do damage to us both.
I'm gonna Han in Marine.
I will take initiative.
I'll pass.
Hit you for 3.
Hit you for 3.
I will Sabine us both.
Play Hewang on the retainer.
Play a K2.
I'll attack your base for 5.
I'll take initiative.
Pass.
Fleet Lieutenant K2 through the retainer, trampling for 2, dying, doing 3 damage on death.
To take 5.
Yeah.
I'll attack you for 2.
Hit you for 3.
I will ECL K2 into the Fleet Lieutenant. Trample for 1.
Play an A-Wing.
Play Han.
Deploy Sabine.
I'm gonna heroic sacrifice the Marine.
Into Sabine?
Into Sabine.
Okay.
Into Sabine.
I actually think I might be wrong to do that.
Really?
Well, maybe not. I don't know. I could Rebel Assault, I suppose, but it's 5 damage to me. I go to 18.
18, 21.
Yeah, and then I die to K2's attack.
Okay, yeah, we'll do that then. We'll do
so,
face.
I mean, but however, if I take initiative and then I Rebel Assault, you die.
That is very true. I guess I don't die to that
So
now.
I don't know. It's up to you. It's easy to say that it's correct to just go flying into her, but I don't necessarily know that it is. It depends on.
I guess I do still die to Rebel Assault because you're like Rebel Assault, then Ping. All right, we'll do base for 5. You can put Sabine back.
All right.
We'll see how it goes. It's a good exercise in.
Yeah. Did you draw?
I did draw.
Okay. I will attack you for 3.
Attack you for 3.
Okay. I'll take initiative.
Pass. Well, I guess I could have played this part 2.
Okay.
But yeah.
I don't have Rebel Assault.
Lovely. Perfect. Yeah, you're right. It was base was definitely the call, I think. Okay. Game on Sabine too. What's the sideboard look like for Sabine? Ooh, this one Smuggler's Aid, Scanning Officer. You have like Cassian. You could be thrown in there.
What's that fucking Huane. I even killed the first retainer. The deck only has 2. No.
We'll just slap in the Smuggler's Aid.
I had a Metal Ceremony I was trying to get value for 2. Felt like several times. I wonder if I had just played it on that A-Wing, and the A-Wing would have been doing an extra point of damage. I think if I had just played it on the A-Wing and made the A-Wing 4 power, I think I'd get 2 extra damage in. I could kill you with it. I think it would end up being 3 damage, though. Jump to lights? Nah, I don't think it's bad. I don't think it's bad to always just look forward.
Yeah, you can be excited.
Is Lauren good enough in this matchup? It restores. Restores relevant. I think Bright Hope comes out.
Yeah, I only have red for 3 up there.
I think I drew 3 Bright Hopes that game.
Yeah.
I just kept resourcing them.
Yeah. Easy resource, though.
Do something like this. Out 3 Bright Hope and Metal Ceremony. In 2 Timely Intervention and Fighters for Freedom.
That seems good.
I think the Saboteur is relevant. And I think we both, if we had our way, we both would have ambushed literally every single turn.
Oh yeah.
For sure. Possible. So I think Timely is just good.
I think the Song Green could probably pack some extra stuff for Sabine in the sideboard. All I really had was the Smuggler's Aid. The rest of the stuff is not doing anything. Gang officers like a maybe possibly could make your turn bricked, but doubtful. First draft this weekend. That's exciting. Nathan got in a draft this week, right?
Yeah, it was fun. It was only like 4 people, but it was still. I drafted horribly wrong. I thought I had access to like far more leaders than I actually did. I had 2 villainy leaders and 1 hero leader. And when I looked at the table, no one opened a red hero leader. So nobody had Anakin, nobody had Mace. And there were no red villainy leaders either. And so I was like, red hero is going to be wide open. My hero leader was Obi-Wan.
Okay.
And I was like, there was one person who had Rex. And so the green hero I was like, green hero's open too. I'm just going to draft green red hero. What's the problem here?
You don't have a green red.
I don't have a green or a red hero.
Yeah.
So I get halfway through pack 2, and I'm like,
You done messed
It's
up.
been a while since I've drafted. I have grievously erred.
It's pretty bad.
Can I salvage this?
Was the answer no?
The answer was yes, because I did.
Okay.
I won. I won the. I won 2 rounds because there were only 4 people. We just played a couple rounds. So I did manage to salvage the draft from there. I was playing stuff out of aspect. Actually, I had 0 blue hero cards. 0, none, not a 1, not 1 blue hero card. I think I had 4 or 5 total blue cards in the deck. 2 of them were blue villainy. I was playing the droid base, the one that puts the 2 droids into play, and I was playing the Droidica exploit dude because I was going to have to sack one of my droids to play him for 6 because he exploits. So to play him for 6, I had to exploit a droid unit, and I had 2, so I could like even play him for 4. The deck was like a classic rope-a-dope with Obi-Wan because it's like you're behind. I know it's a 24 health base as well, right? So I'm like behind. I'm like having to like try to stay even and stuff like that. The one thing I did have in that deck was I had a lot of 5, 6, 7, and 8 drops. So as soon as Obi-Wan hit the table, offenses would grind to a halt. And then I'd just start jamming the big sentinels that are in the deck because there's that 6-drop 4/6 blue sentinels. Like bam, a dude crashed like 3 people into it. The next turn I play the 5/5 sentinel tank for 6. Bam.
Jeez.
The next turn I play the 8/8 restore walker that creates 2 clone troopers when it dies. Bam. It was just like I would put like 17 health worth of sentinels between the ground arena and my base. And a lot of like the decks that I was playing against were just like, ugh. So, all right. You Marine
Pig.
initiative.
Yes.
Fleet Lieutenant 5 to your base.
An illegal authority.
It's gonna be less than, right?
Equal to, right? Oh, it's less. Oh, poop. I will pawn in this K2 then.
I will take initiative.
I don't think I just trade here. I'll attack you for 3. And pass.
Incredible things are happening.
Sorry, it's a Gamora, you're right. I should not be using the P word.
Yeah. Rein in the P word, dude.
Sorry.
Swino American. All right. I'm going to Rebel Assault. Take 8.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. I will on red 3.
I'm gonna Sabine and do a damage to us both.
Play Battlefield Marine.
I will deploy Sabine.
I'll send K2 into Sabine.
Okay.
And take 3. Oh yeah, yeah. K2 does die. They both die because of the.
Oh yeah. Wing leader. I'll put some tokens on the battlefield marine.
I'll take initiative.
I'll pass.
All right. Well, ECL, Poe. I'll discard a card to do 2 damage to Wing Leader. We'll attack the battlefield marine.
For a cause. Take 4. We'll ditch it all.
Attack you. Attack the Fleet Lieutenant.
I'll play the A-Wing.
Attack your base for 3.
I'll do one does both.
Deploy Han.
I'll take initiative.
Attack your base for 4. Trade with the A-Wing. Pass. I die? Yeah, I die. We die to that. Yeah.
Thanks, Rebel Assault.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I mean, things just didn't quite line up. I'll have an issue with this game, though.
Actually, should have.
It was close, though.
I got Sabine killed for no reason. I should have ECL'd Wing Leader.
Yeah.
Buff somebody on the ground and then kill Red 3, and then Sabine can come out for free. I was getting greedy, right? I was trying to buff Sabine with Wing Leader.
I see.
I also had Yularen, and I think Yularen, like, I looked at the board and I was like, man, Yularen.
It really junks up everything. Yeah.
It's like, you have to send so much after him to get him, and my guys then just kill your guys for free and then hang around. So
I don't know what happens if Yularen's on the table. Seems like a problem.
Yeah, red green Hans. It's a cool deck. I would give it the Nathan Seal approval.
I mean, beating Bossk in a match, which is something that a lot of decks literally cannot do.
Yeah,
like literally they have no way to do it.
It is able to present so many threats, right? It's able to present a lot of threats at the same time, and they're all significant, right? It's different than, like, say, like a bunch of like clone trooper tokens or whatever. But enough of the stuff in the deck attacks for 3 or more.
Or a starter deck pack tries game out. Is it any good? Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good. We enjoy it around these parts.
If you like Star Wars and you like card games, you will probably really like it.
It's a really good, dude basher game. So takes a little bit of getting used to. If you're like used to Magic, you might die with like 5 cards in your hand a lot in this game, right? You'll see cards. Okay, so you play Magic, so yeah, you're used to seeing cards that say do things and draw cards, and drawing cards in this game tricks you into thinking that it's like better than it actually is sometimes. So That's... Man, I think this... Okay, alright, go ahead.
Moz. ECL Sabine and a Moz.
What do you think happens? What do you think happens after this? Is it Reckless Gunslinger R2? Because that would be bad.
That would be bad. I'll play R2. That can stay.
Yeah, if you're used to Magic, the back and forth action system is going to be a bit of an adjustment for you. I'll take initiative instead of
Yes.
Instead of doing anything else. Okay. Guess we'll put that there. Yeah. Yeah, there were some people who play like a bunch of Commander at our store who were trying this out, and they were playing with just the starter. This was back in March, like before anything else had come out. They were playing the starters against each other, and they were like, I'm interacting with you.
Yeah, exactly. The whole game is about interacting with the other person. What a concept.
Allow that. Arse is an allowed word around here.
Why did not? It's good. It's in.
It's in there?
Yep.
Okay. No, it's not.
Oh, it's not. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. Okay, there you go.
Let's hit you for 3.
I'll play Hu Yang on R2.
I will play Yularen.
Can I afford to ignore Yularen the whole game? It's like 2 R2 attacks.
Nah, you're good. Arse is a funny word.
I guess it's like an R2. Alright, I'll attack Yularen. We'll see if this is bad or not.
Okay.
I'll leave that there.
I will take initiative.
Pass. I think if you have like Star Wars fan friends that like games, it would slot in very nicely.
Yeah,
you could get all the starter sets from all the first 3 sets. Like each set has a 2-player starter set that's exclusive to that set, and that kind of gives you a good idea of how all the different like sets kind of what the sets added to the game. And there's also starter set exclusive cards and also in all of those, so they're really good buys if you like the game. So if you like the first starter set, definitely recommend getting the other 2.
Alright, Yularen's going to attack your base for 2.
I'm going to attack Yularen.
Sabine will attack your base for 3.
I'll play a Gamorrean Retainer.
Green Squadron A-Wing.
I'll attack Sabine.
I will do a damage to us both.
Marine. Yeah, the first that's 2-player starter is definitely the best like introduction. The second one's like, or the third one's definitely using a bunch of mechanics that are brand new to that game and like exploit. Is probably kind of weird to interact in that. Yeah.
The first set's like essentially perfect.
Yeah.
And the second set is like foundational, like the classic XKCD comic about like the blocks. You know what I'm talking about? Like all the blocks that are set up, and there's going to be like there's a little bitty block right here. And the original joke is that like the little bitty block that's holding up the whole rest of things is source code that was written like 40 years ago. It was like or an open source library maintained by one 50-year-old. I think several years down the road, the whole game is going to be held up by like shadows, right? Stuff in shadows, key commons in shadows of
Unspark Rebellion.
No, not even. No, I mean, I think the second set, right? Because there's like it's like all of these interconnecting things, but it doesn't look sexy or cool compared to like say the first set.
For sure, yeah.
And then the third set, it's got like a lot of I think a lot of nostalgia stuff for some number of people because it's Clone Wars.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, the second set isn't the masterpiece that the first set is, in my opinion. However, I think
the first set is a masterpiece.
I think it's like very vital for the game. So
the first set I think is like the best the best card game first set ever created. Best card game base.
I'll deploy Sabine.
Take initiative.
Do I attack here? Yeah, whatever. I'll attack the Gamorrean and do a base point of damage to your base as Sabine.
Okay.
Pass. I am not sure that I could have drawn worse in the middle of this game. I am looking. Is it this? I guess. No? Not that? Is it this? I guess it's this.
I'll attack Sabine.
I needed like just a moderate amount of patience last time. Fighters for Freedom. Timely Intervention. Fighters for Freedom. Kill Huang. Because I could have done that last turn. Or sorry, I if I had the Fighters for Freedom last turn, I've had the Timely Intervention in my hand for like a while. And I've just drawn absolute dog shit units to use with Timely Intervention. It's beans toast.
Legal authority the A-Wing.
LR2. I'll get rid of this.
On.
I'll take initiative.
I'll kill the fighters. And pass.
Wrecker. Ditching will kill the battlefield marine. You resource nothing last turn?
That's right.
Okay. Yeah, Twilight's and honestly, if you enjoy Magic, I would say if you enjoy Booster Draft, the Booster Draft for this game is incredible. Like the sets are designed with Booster Draft in mind, which if you've been playing recent Magic, that's not necessarily the case. So
I'm an ECL Poe into Wrecker.
okay.
The question is, do I discard stuff? I think this Moz is pretty dead at this point in the game. So it's just like, it might just be 2 damage to base kind of thing. Just to get something. Alright, I'll do 2 damage to base.
Okay. Attack your base for 1 with R2. Let's take a look. We'll keep that right there.
Attack your base for 3.
I will take the initiative.
On in this dude. Pass.
This feels slightly insane to do that. Let's spend 2 and timely, and spend 4 and K2. We'll take out Han and trample your base for 1.
Two damage to the base.
Attack you for 3.
Smuggle in this Cassian.
R2 will take out the soldier. And take a look at the top card there. I'll get rid of that.
I'll Smuggler's Aid to heal 3 for my base.
No! I'll take initiative.
Do I kill K2 now?
It's a lot of unit trading happening in this game.
I guess I'd do...
Take... You have no cards in hand?
No.
Take 3.
Alright. Pass.
Yeah. Resource nothing. One card in hand. R2 will fight Cassian. We'll throw that card on the bottom.
I got more where that came from. Legions of Cassians.
My finest Andors. Andors. I got them. Yeah, 2 can play that game.
Heroic Sacrifice. Cassian into Cassian. I'm just feeling goofy now.
Okay. Well, I'll hit you for 3.
Take initiative.
I will Metal Ceremony the A-Wing, and then I'll pass.
On Gorilla Attack Pod.
Hit you for 4.
Hu Yang. Gorilla Attack Pod.
For a cause.
I'm dead. Probably. Yeah, I'm dead. Yep. Okay.
What a weird game.
It
the
was
middle
really
of that
weird.
game
I
was
don't know
so
if I
weird.
like. should have been doing what I was doing, but like I feel like I had to be taking out your guys because
you die like on turn 5 or something if you don't interact with me.
Right, that's what I was thinking too. Because like Yularen makes it so awkward.
Yeah,
instantly. Maybe I think this Han deck was certainly made for a time when Yularen was not really an expected inclusion in Sabine, but I think you gotta have an answer. I don't know what that answer is, but you freaking gotta. I mean, it's another like Sabine-esque body to deal with too.
Yeah, a good. I think the Time Waster won that game, right?
Yeah,
because I'm able to like dictate a fight, right? You were having to deploy stuff and then fight into me, and then I could deploy something, kill one of your guys. So timely intervention from the second set. That's all I'm saying. It's just like years from now, we'll be how do we get around timely intervention with this type of thing, right?
All right, Han, green, beat Bossk, lost to Sabine. The Sabine games were, I would say, pretty close.
Yeah, they were definitely
interactive, and I think the sideboard, it was one sideboard card for the Sabine matchup. So like, if you're worried about Sabine and you want to play Han green,
I mean, that deck could be playing Yularen.
You could be playing Han.
You could just be playing Yularen.
It's pretty good because you could Han him in first turn.
Yeah.
Just start healing her off the bat.
Yeah.
Legal Authority wasn't as good against you as I thought it was going to be. Also.
Yeah, I mean Sabine units are like kind of sized.
Yeah.
So. Stormstrong.
Yeah, Clemson made it.
Yeah, look at that.
I didn't see the game I was talking about though. Thank you, Storm.
We don't have large portions of our personality are not tied up into the outcome of college football games these days.
Unlike some of our friends.
Yeah. However, I think we can all agree that it's funny when Alabama gets screwed over. So
we love that. Big fan. Although I haven't really watched college football in about 7 or 8 years, so
the thing about is that a Blood Bowl team? Yeah. I needed to see. There was a random chance that if this Goblin team beat the Necro that was in second place, that I would have first place in my division.
Ooh.
He did. Okay, the Necro guy did win. The Goblin did get a touchdown.
We can also keep this Han Green together for a bit if we wanted to play a matchup that's not Sabine Green.
Yeah, I do think that Han Green is good. I do think that Han Green is a meta deck.
Yeah, I think it is definitely a meta deck. It was, I think, only 3 people at that OP tournament were playing Han at all, and I think this might have been the only Han Green. It was either this one and one other, because I think other people were playing Han Blue. I had to stop playing Bowl for my blood pressure's sake. That makes sense. You would say it made your blood boil. Okay, thanks for watching, guys.
You just have to. I don't think I've ever been as mad as a game as I have been at Blood Bowl. I will say that. I will caveat that. My coworkers. There was a game I rolled like 5 Snake Eyes in, and this was not like 5 Snake Eyes over the course of like 40 rolls. This was like 5 Snake Eyes over the course of, I don't know. It was pretty short succession. And I threw my dice cup into the wall. My dice cup it's not like plastic or anything. It's like this leather dice cup. It's like stitched together and stuff like that. So I threw it into the wall because I was just like, I cannot believe this shit, right? It's like black leather, so it left like a little smudge on the wall. So one of my coworkers printed out like a paper frame around it and put it there about my
Nathan's rage.
My temper tantrum that I had because of it. But I say all that to say that when stuff like that happens in a Blood Bowl, it is funny. It is objectively funny how badly things can go.
And the lower the lows, the higher the highs.
Yes. So you just have to be able to separate yourself from that moment to look back. You have to like astral project out of your body when it's happening, view it from outside, and see just how funny it is.
I don't play Blood Bowl. I'm not really interested in playing Blood Bowl. Actually, my lack of interest in playing Blood Bowl is mostly because of the 4-hour games and the commitment to playing like weekly games with people.
Yeah.
And having to leave my house for like a long ass time.
Yeah.
Not interested.
Yeah. So we've had like a 20-person league, and we've had people like rotate in and out and stuff like that. But we've had basically a 20-person league running nonstop for the last 2 years, which is like nearly unheard of, especially in a play group the size that we have at our at the store that I work at. So Undergrove, is that the are you talking about Underworlds or Undergrove? Is that like a board game? Warhammer Underworlds is a very interesting game. They just came out with a new edition of it. And I would like Underworlds is a game that I would absolutely play competitively. So
it's a newish board game from Elizabeth Hargrave.
Cool. Yeah. We love Hargrave stuff.
Yeah,
here.
I'll check it out because her stuff's really cool and imaginative.
Yeah,
and usually good. About a thing that like the monarch butterfly migration.
Mariposas, yeah.
The bird one, Wingspan. Really interesting designs.
Are we planning to do a tournament format? We are not at this time.
Yeah, we never know. Because this format seems to be working pretty well, and we can sort of pivot and do whatever we want for each stream.
Yeah. So
it doesn't... I don't think it necessarily makes sense for us to do a tournament for this yet.
Yeah, we could do... So, unlike, say, like Keyforge, our tournament... our whole stream was founded on large format tournaments, so I do hate that we've lost that somewhat. But for the second set, just playing decks into stuff, the gauntlet format, that was like a pretty good like summation, right? Like you could see, like if I were to play this tournament, if I were to play this deck in a tournament, how would this deck do against like the format? I like that type of stuff for Star Wars because it's designed for best 2 out of 3. In Keyforge, all of your decks are unique, and so we can like take a look at a pool of decks and say, okay, this is the best deck. There's a ton of like small micro decisions about Star Wars that really add up, like the fact that Yularen is in the Sabine deck, right? Like there's like stuff like that just kind of like it's a meta call. You can't really do that with Keyforge, right?
I feel like that Yularen hitting the table, I was like, on that turn was like the whole game. Like that changed the course of the whole game.
Yeah.
Just Yularen hitting the table.
Yeah,
because now attacks on him. There was damage on Hu Yang, there was damage on R2, and like that set them up to just die together.
You were having you then started to have to play to defend Hu Wang. So
that's why the guards came down, and I had a kind of an awkward like draw also.
Meeple Pete, we are towards the end here, but we do appreciate you shouting out the affiliate.
Yeah, thank you. I guess it has been 6 years.
Yes,
since we started streaming.
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
Yeah, it was a long time ago. Oh Lord. Maybe we should try bringing back our Saxon Yellow and see how it does, because I think it'd be pretty good.
I think the problem is perilous position.
That's not.
I think when you're playing,
yeah.
I think if you play against decks that don't have perilous position, you don't care.
Yeah,
but
that's why Storm Sub Anniversary is today.
Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah,
72 months. What a champion! 72 straight months, amazing. How many years is even that?
Yeah,
it's 6.
Yeah.
All right, thanks for watching, guys.
Do the math and figure it out.
Thanks again, Stormstrong. We'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah,
or something else.
So I'm going to be playing. I was thinking about some other decks, but then I wanted to go back to that IG-88 green deck because it actually has some similarities to this Han deck because it has the ability to go wide. The question that was in my mind is, can you design a version of it that can get around all of the ping damage? I was designing it specifically with Django and CAD in mind. So
that gives me an excuse to play CAD. Check out the yellow. So I probably will.
Possibly. Yeah.
I mean, if I start just grabbing decks that content creators did videos on, then I do way less work for these streams. This deck was a meta deck from that tournament. So,
yeah. I actually think there's some meta calls you can make for that deck list because I really like the Freighter.
Yeah.
The Freighter is so good because you can slam that Freighter out on 4 in some situations. If you already got 2 guys in play, you can slam that Freighter out on 4 and you got a 3-power flyer and you put a 2-power dude on the ground at the same time.
I definitely think there's a lot of stuff you can do with this list.
You split the arenas, yeah. And honestly, the Anakin is like good in the control, but I think the Anakin comes out. I think you still run Poe just because he's got too much.
It's just so good on
versatility.
ECL.
Yeah, he's got way too much versatility. You probably still play Hugh Lang, but I really like Yularen, and I think I'd like a Yularen to see what Yularen could do in there. You would have to change the units you're playing.
I mean, I think if you have a lot of green, but I guess, yeah, I don't know. It would take some thought. I think there's a lot of directions you can go.
Bright Hope's still probably good in there.
I was gonna say Bright Hope is really good in there.
Because
right?
Bright Hope really
you can pick up R2.
Yes.
You play Bright Hope, pick up R2, play it for free.
Yeah. Yeah, and you can just see what you're drawing off the R2, right?
Yeah, Bright Hope at the very least should be in the
Bright Hope's probably really good. Because honestly, I think if you add more space stuff, that gives you the lane split.
Yeah.
Against, like, say, Bossk, it doesn't matter, but against, like, the Django decks and stuff like that, being able to just interact with them in any kind of way in space, and then still press forward on the ground.
I really like the 5/4 Saboteur. When it dies, it draws a card.
Yeah, so you can play that one for cheaper, right?
Yeah, you can play it for 4.
Yeah, and it's got 5 power, so it hits pretty hard.
Mm-hmm. The problem is it doesn't trade into those 6 health ships.
Like the Fire Spray or Ruthless Raider.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
So it might not be that great, but I think it's got it's at least very offensive.
Yeah.
With the Saboteur and stuff.
Yeah.
So. All right, that'll do it.
All right, we're done here.
Thanks for watching, everybody.
We'll see ya.
See you tomorrow. Goodbye.